from the area who's brought you to this job?
Well, I came from parents that were activists. So, you know, if you grow up going to meetings all the time, and your parents are the jailhouse lawyers of your community, these are things that I ran away from, but I ended up, you know, as we all do, the things that we think we're not going to do, we ended up doing them. So, but I became an activist when I was a high school student, and when I got rid of my principal and superintendent. So it has been kind of an evolution. I never thought that I would be dealing with, that I would know more about wastewater than I know about history. But when I started doing economic development for Lowndes County, when I moved back home in early 2000, what I found is that we were not going to have sustainable economic development without infrastructure being in place. Initially, I thought it was just people straight piping because there was a narrative that I was fed, but I found that it's more complicated than that. And basically, I think that it's time for us to solve these problems, because when we talk about helping people around the world, which I have no problems with, I think we should do that. But when we have these third world conditions existing right here in the United States of America, it's time for us to address them.
I know that phrase has been used before related to Lowndes County when you visited. Is that your interpretation of it as well, that many people are living in conditions of very third world conditions, Jane?
For sure, yeah. It's true in North Georgia. It's true in so many places in this country. And we have to do something about it. And probably, how many of you have heard about the Green New Deal?
Yeah.
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 See, this is because we're facing such a terrible climate crisis. This is a path forward where we solve the climate crisis and at the same time create equity for everyone. So the solutions to climate crisis can be the solutions to the kind of problems that we saw today in Lowndes County. And those communities, what we call frontline communities, the most vulnerable, vulnerable to climate, the most vulnerable to economic predation, and the people who are the least responsible for causing the crisis, have to be in the forefront of figuring out how to create a fair solution.
So you bring up North Georgia, rural communities. One of the things that, thinking about the issues there, that I'm interested in is rural communities in general being overlooked. So how do we as a society make sure that those voices of people who live in the rural South, or even in parts of Central California, or outside of
Michigan.
Yes, Michigan, Ohio. I'm from Urbana, Ohio, which is very rural, yes, or the Appalachian area. How do we make sure that their voices are heard? I think that is one of the concerns that many people have. So how do we bring them to the table?
Well, one of the things I think that's very helpful is having responsible media, like the Montgomery Advertiser, telling their stories. You have to encourage that, because oftentimes people overlook those stories. And I think the more those stories are told, the more we'll be able to lift up and to inform the policymakers about the areas that have been left out and left behind. And I also think it's very important to have the artist community to come together, like what has happened today. We not only have Jane here, we also have Julie Morocco, who's here, and she came from New York. I met her at the Sundance Ranch, and she is the board chairman for Americans for the Arts. So she was with us today, and having the artist community engaged, and then having the business community engaged, which is, CAC represents that. So it takes all of that, and all of us going out into these communities and lifting up those narratives and stories, and also asking them for solutions as well.
But we also have to register to vote, and we have to vote for people.
Yeah.
Somebody who really represents their communities, like Stephen Reed, for example.
Yeah. Woo!
Who have otherwise been ignored and disrespected.
That's
right.
Not endorse.
But I'm an outside agitator.
Yeah. That's what we need.
In this room right now, if you are a member of the city of Montgomery, able to vote, please vote. About 30% is extremely low.
It's a historic election.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It could change a lot. So I want to ask a little bit about climate change. So what's next? What needs to be done related to climate change?
Well, I think we do need a Green New Deal. We plan as a country for what's up in front of us, and there's no denying that climate change is upon us. It's already affecting the so-called frontline communities. But having said that, we need to have a plan to deeply restructure and reorient our economy, and the role of business in that is one that I'm deeply interested in. I am the CEO of a bank that is as dedicated to environmental well-being and social justice as it is to financial sustainability. We really can't look to philanthropy and government to clean up for all of the excesses of the business approach that we've had, which has been a financial first and only. We need the business community and the economy to rally around and support some sort of Green New Deal, not unlike the New Deal after the Great Depression, where we can actually realize some tremendous gains in social equity, environmental resiliency, and business opportunity if we just address the climate crisis that is at hand right now.
So with the business community, why can't we get there? What's the...
Well, we will get there.
Yeah.
We have to get there. I mean, you know, back in the 30s, I was born at the end of the Depression, but, you know, I remember there were people who hated Franklin Delano Roosevelt and who said what he was doing was a communist plot and it was going to destroy the country and it was too expensive and unrealistic. And the reason that he moved forward with the New Deal was because people were militant. I mean, people were so desperate that he felt that he had to do it in order to stave off a real revolution. And he created, you know, hundreds of thousands of jobs and Social Security and all kinds of things, but it wasn't totally fair across the board. African Americans were left out, women were left out, indigenous people were left out. In the New Deal that we're looking at, the Green New Deal, it would be done in a much more equitable way, in a much more democratic way, so that the people in the margins would have a say-so on how their local areas, the people of Lowndes County, for example, who know what the problems are, would have a voice in how those problems are solved. And we only have, according to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, we only have 11 years. I mean, it's you know, the young Swedish student, Greta Thunberg, she said, we have to act like our house is on fire. Because it is. We can't just go about business as usual. It's just